I think that's what you were saying. So, what's the end goal in terms of treatment of the world when it comes to issues of women against conflict?
The end goal is simple: to end the practice of rape and use of sexual violence against women, men, boys, and girls. That's the aim. Now, if it requires the force of international law, we will go that far too. But every journey begins with a critical step. And what is our pleasure here today, and why we're here today, is that the Philippines is a shining example, not just to your own people, but to the world, in this region and elsewhere. That is why the Foreign Secretary has invited Ging delegates and the delegation to really talk about what they have achieved. And the inclusiveness of women in the peace process itself is a great example. If you look at any conflict around the world, why do women and others become victims? They become victims because they're disempowered. They do not have a voice in the conflict itself, in its resolution. They simply become quiet victims. That should end. And by giving women a platform, as we will do in London, this will be a message to everybody that the eyes of the world are on any perpetrator, and in the end, the force of the law will be behind them. Bill.
I'm completely at one with the Philippines government. I mean, this is a scourge. We can always get hurt worse in these situations, and we're really delighted to be joining with the British, and of course tonight with the Filipinos in this endeavour. It's a scourge, it's a blot, and I think there's a lot to be learnt from the Filipino experience.
May we hear from the young lady who wrote one of the winning essays. What compelled you to join this competition?
Well, basically, because it's basically the fact that I myself, I am a woman, and that that information starts at people at the grassroots level, people who work on the ground, people who see people who are afflicted with the same kind of problem every day.
I haven't read your piece, but could you?
Oh, well, basically, I wrote about the plight of women who are affected by this issue, but unfortunately, the problem is not one that has a lot of recognition here in the country. I also wrote about the importance of information to empower women, that women are not just people that you need to protect, but women can also be at the forefront of conflict resolution, that they are stakeholders in peacekeeping as well.
What do you hope to gain from the conflict?
Well, definitely, I would love to learn a lot more about the issue, keep myself informed, and that's my main reason for going there. I want to educate myself, and probably I can be an agent as well in disseminating the information that I will be learning at the summit.
Do you mind my asking how old you are?
I'm 24 years old.
Only 24, and what do you do?
I'm a training specialist at the Foreign Service Institute. It's an attached agency to the Department of Foreign Affairs.
So you're still studying?
I'm currently taking up my master's in international studies.